Alright, uh, so, before I start this video, this is gonna be very different style from my videos I typically do. I'm gonna be touching some deep topics here. So I just want to give a little warning, and before I start this, shout out to Retro Steve for making this, because I'm gonna be using this as my background as I not just yap a long time for a bit here about the past year for me, because I realized my year changed again. Not my year, sorry. My my channel has passed a year again. Uh, it's been 2 years since I've had this channel, and I want to have a serious talk with y'all about the next coming years of this channel, and I want to get very deep into some talk here to state my beliefs and tell you about my life. For the past year, I have not uploaded a lot because a lot of things have happened in my life. I'm officially 15 years old, so I'm not a little child anymore, and I'm grateful that I'm old now and I can almost get my driver's license I can almost get my driver's license soon, which is in coming 2 years. I will be able to get my driver's license, and I'm grateful for that. But in the time that I haven't posted, I finally came out to my parents as a bisexual. And it all happened really fast for me, because it all started when I got a crush on someone. I was in the closet for about 2 years, so for a while I knew that I was bi, and I did think for a bit that it's kind of weird, you know? Am I wrong for it? Am I different? And then, like, I don't know. Something just changed where it didn't faze me anymore. I don't know if it was seeing all of the changes in the world where people are accepting this, you know? But I finally kind of came out to my parents when I had a crush on someone, and they asked me out to a date. Uh, this date was maybe, I don't know, it was last year, 2024, around the start of December, right? Maybe not actually, maybe like the start of, it was snowing. I just know there was snow. I did this date, pretty self-explanatory, I did it, and we started dating from there, and it lasted 3 months, this relationship I had with someone. Into the start of the new year, it ended. I was affected by this. Of course, it was a long relationship that just ended, and it ended abruptly, too. I was playing a game with one of my friends, and I deeply care for this friend. I love him to death, you know. But at the start of this, I was playing with him, and earlier that day, my boyfriend was meant to come over to my house. When we were walking to my house, he said something along the lines of, "I'm sorry, I can't do this right now." And he went home. And my dad was right there to see it happen, and I got into his car and I cried silently to myself. But it didn't stop him from noticing, and I just simply said, "No, it's nothing," and I went upstairs and forgot about it. And then I got on a call with my friend and played with him on a game we've been playing for a while. And later that night at about 2 a.m., I texted my boyfriend, who I don't believe at the time was not my boyfriend. I told him that, "Hey, are we still a thing?" And he said
I
some
moved from Dallas. The
fucking
order of
ads,
things
dude.
I
Oh my
wanted to
fucking god, that
set up.
scared me. What a way to, you know, ruin the moment there. He told me, "I'm sorry, but I can't. You're too good for me." there was stuff more along that line of things I was kind of doing wrong and things I needed to change, and I said some own things, and then that's how it ended. And it's been a while now. It's the end of the year, December 5th right now. That's the time of recording, and that relationship ended at, I don't know, January. And I changed. I changed from that. I will admit it. I grew a lot from it. When it happened, I was sad for a bit. But maybe 20 minutes later, after it happened, I started joking with my friend about it. But that's why I love him, man. Because I don't know anyone else I could get broken up with while playing a video game with him, and then start joking him about it. That day, I went to sleep. Next morning, I was not there. Told my mom that I don't want to go to school because I just got broken up with. My mom agreed, since it was something that is kind of, problematic, and called me off for school. I was in my bed for the most of the day, and that's when I actually, first cried about it. I call this the grief stage, where I grieved about it. Later on, maybe during that day, I started to watch Villain Saga. It changed me. Villain Saga was something that touched my soul and moved me in a way I never knew. I have changed my outlook on life because of Villain Saga. And, I don't know. Would I say that it was the thing that motivated me to change my life? No. Would I say it's my own doing? Yeah. But would I say it's a major help that made me think about it? Yes. Because if you haven't, give Villain Saga a watch. It's really nice. It's amazing that it even, exists in this world and someone could think of that peak. But I changed my outlook on life, and I started to change myself in ways in my mind. Summer break happened because it was at the end of the school year this happened. So I was on summer break, and I had a whole summer to change. And I think it was perfect timing because I went through a full metamorphosis of my just normal self. I started to love life a bit more, to be honest. I started to take things more as, literally, I don't think I've ever looked at the sunset in a way after I, saw the different output on life. I changed a lot, and, I noticed I changed because I stopped feeling bad about myself all the time. I stopped feeling very, very sad. I changed. I saw the different outlook on life. I saw how something so small can be very smaller if you just don't dwell on it. So, that happens. I'm going back into school. I have basically every class with my ex now, which is kind of ironic. I was mad at the start, and then I changed again. I changed my outlook. I just said it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? It's another human. And I'm accepting that. It's not evil, it's not a villain, it's not despicable, it's not something that's here to doom me. It's just another human being. Humans are humans. Humans deserve that, Not to be looked as hatred, but to be looked as another thing. To be looked as something that is equal and something that is respectable. If it is down to the smallest thing, if they have autism, they're still equal. If they are very smarter than you, you're still equal to them. If they are stronger, you are still equal. Due to the fact that you are human. And with that, there's always a bad side. Villains of this world. Rapists, pedophiles, zoophiles, anything like that, you know, crazy stuff that, like, no one wants to ever see someone do, or, like, even hear that people do it, are still humans. And yes, it's not good that they're doing this, and yes, I don't agree with it. Yes, I do believe they should get punished and, like, you know, hopefully brought into a better light, but you still have to acknowledge the fact that they're a human. They're us. It might be a wound in the human that these things exist, but they're still human. They're still this imperfect being of this world. And that is what reminds us that we're humans. That we're imperfect. We're perfect in the way that we have an ability to accept the fact that we're imperfect. We ourselves know our limitations. We know that we can't fist fight a bear and win. We know that if we were to have to fight a gorilla by ourselves, we would die because we're not strong. We don't have claws. We don't have bites that can rip through shell and armor. We don't have punches that can blow a tree in half. But we're okay with that. And we don't try. We don't try to fix it. We overcome it. We make an axe. We make a gun. We make a sword that can cut through armor. We make a pickaxe that can mine the ground for us so we can tunnel. We change the fact that we're imperfect. We made our imperfection, or I don't even know how to, what's the proper thing for that. We made our imperfectness into perfection. We perfected ourselves. Over millions of years, we perfected ourselves. And I think the takeaway from this is there was definitely bad, but there was definitely good. The takeaway of this all is there's still things we haven't perfected, and there's still things we'll never perfect because they're not here yet. With every changing aspect of life, with everything new we create, with everything mind-bogglingly creative, there's always going to be something that's not perfect, and something that we'll never be able to perfect, because that's humanity in perfecy. The reason why AI can't overtake the world is because it can't be imperfect. It can be perfect. We can command it to be imperfect, but it will still be perfect because it's following our rules. But when an AI has enough intelligence to do something against the rules, it's not perfect. But it's still perfect. Because they can't tell that that's sometimes what we wanted. In the end of the day, I still believe AI is a big problem for our world and deserves to have some laws put on it. You know, you can't use it for ads. You can't use it for, like, cheating on a test. If you use it to cheat on a test, you will get kicked out of school. You know, you can't do stuff like this, right? So, I don't know. I feel like that is something I want to talk about, how humans are different. And I'm going to go back to what I was talking about with,
As a dad, I have a
hello.
lot of people on my holiday gift list.
You're not getting your fucking ad money. You're not getting your little promo ad. Don't buy from Best Buy. You know, I want to go back to my whole relationship thing, how this stemmed out of this. I started watching Villain Saga. I changed my life. For sure, I changed, right? And I know I've changed because I've grown. I've changed. I'm not. Sorry, I keep saying change. I just don't know what to think of right now, you know? I'm going over all the emotions in my head right now. I'm siphoning them. But I grew. And before this time of me dating my boyfriend, Dandy's world was under hate. And for some spark of a reason, I decided to do my own investigation on it. I played the game. and it was fucking fun. Me and my friend got on the game, and during winter break, we 100%ed the game. Very fast. We did basically everything in a couple of 3 weeks during our winter break. Basically, we 100% of the game, and my takeaway from it was that we sped ran it, and we didn't have the fun for longer, you know. And then after that, you know, we still are friends right now. Me and my friend here. I hope we're gonna be friends forever, you know, because I fucking love the man. He's funny as shit. He's always happy. He's not always happy. He's always brings a smile to my face. And, you know, he knows too much. But I feel like sometimes the people we listen to on the internet bring something that it's not meant to be. It brings this evil out in us, and it does something, you know? With all the recent drama I can name up is, people were Charlie Kirky-ifying a rape victim, which is fucked up. Not because it was Charlie Kirk, no, because it was a rape victim, and they were making fun of the fact that she got raped, and that's not right. At all. I don't think any person that has been raped, male, female, non-gender, I don't think you should make fun of them. And that's true, you know, it's something that I think every human should abide by, but people do not like it. And recently, I don't know, the whole Charlie Kirk thing going around where people are Kirkifying everything, I started to have a different outlook on it again, you know? Not because it's like I'm a Republican, no, I'm a Democrat, I'll be a liberal any day, you know? I don't give a fuck, right? It's just wrong. It's a dead man. You're staring at the face of a dead man and laughing at it. I don't know. It's weird to say. I laughed at it. I will laugh at it, you know? Sometimes it's funny. But it's always like, there's always something in the back of my mind that mentally tells me, is this even right? This man got shot in the neck and died at a school. What, was it right that he got shot? No. Was what he said right? No. Do I believe he should have just been cut off the air for being harassing people and being very racist and transphobic and homophobic? Yes. For fuck's sake, his last words were counting or not counting gang violence. He was racist. And the question he was asked before his last words were, how many people other than trans people have shot up a school? And then he goes, counting or not counting gang violence. And then dude shot him in the neck. And the dude shot him in the neck, right in the guttery. Killed him. It's wrong that someone had to die for change to happen. But change happens in any way possible. Change will happen, and it's wrong to say that, but it happens. And there's not going back to fix it, because if you go back and fix it, who knows what the fuck would happen to this world. You know? So, my question is, why? Why do we care so much, you know? Why do we care so much now? Why are we not united? We're not the United States of America anymore. We're split in a house, and it's divided by two. We're not America. We're fucking Democrats and Republicans. That's what we are. We're not USA. We're not Americans. We're a fucking label We're Democrats. You're Republican. You're a Democrat. You're Republican. You're a Democrat. I think. Why are we not united? Why do we not have freedom? Why are we taking away food stamps? Why are we kicking out the people that should be staying in? Why are we... Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we funding Israel to kill millions of people that are innocent? Why? And I don't get an answer. Because you never get an answer. Because no one knows. No one knows. In this world, no one knows why. And I want to know why. Why are there millions of people dying in Gaza? Why is Ukraine war still going on? Why are people getting kicked out of America? Why are food stamps gone? Why are my friends that don't have enough money about to starve? Why? Why is this happening? Why? Because no one can agree on anything in a place where we're all supposed to be united. We're not God. We are just a mere shadow of it. We are a mere shadow of what we were and what we are meant to be. We are nothing more than fucking dirt. We are evil. We are villains. We are not goodness. We are not nice. We are taking. We're taking from the poor. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Seriously. I have a friend that I don't know, and by the next week, he'll be showing up to school anymore. Because he might have to be going to get a job to even supply his family. Why? Why is this a thing? I'm only 15, and I know a person that could not even be at school anymore because he has to go supply his family because Trump cut food. Why? Because we're evil. That's why. Because we're heartless, selfless, son of a bitch. And it pisses me off because everyone's okay with it. No one fights. No one tries. We just scream and don't do anything. We're fucking babies. We scream our arms and shout around. Just like I'm doing right fucking now. And I can't do anything because I'm a child. And children don't get fucking listened to. And no one will care. Because no one cares. And it's not happening to them, so they're fine with it. Just as long as it doesn't affect them. So tell me, why are we okay with Gaza? Why are we okay with it? Millions of people are dying in Gaza right now because of Israel. Israel attacked U.S. Navy and we did nothing. Multiple men died and we did nothing. We sent money to Israel, as a matter of fact. Because it's the promised land. And that's fucking why. It's some fuck ass. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you! That's why. Fuck you! Pisses me off. I've had one too many fucking nights where I'm staying up and having to deal with some fucking bullshit in my household. And I can't take it anymore. I can't! Millions of people are dying across the globe because of our fucking intelligence. Why are we feeding this? Why? We're not united anymore. We're fucking terrible. We're evil. We're despicable. Why? There is no right on the Democrats. There is no right on the fucking Republicans. That fucking group of people are evil. All of us are evil. Mexicans are getting kicked out of the country for doing nothing wrong. Have you noticed that they're not even going for the fucking criminals? They're just going for the innocent people because they know they won't fight back. They go for the innocents because they won't fight back. Little children are walking home and showing up into their home and not a single one of their family members there is because ICE pulled up and took them. I am in deep hatred. And I know I am. And I don't like to be in deep hatred. But there is no change anymore. Where? Just where? Why are we not getting better? Why are we not fixing this? Are we the United States of America? Are we? Because I don't see freedom. I see fucking slavery. I see everything wrong with the world, and this one, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck you. Die in a hole, you bitch. I only see fucking natural rights getting broken. Tell me why we said food is not a natural right. Tell me. Because the rich are hungry and they want money. I'm only brought to anger. And tell me why the children are now the ones in charge. Tell me why we're the ones that are going to have to fix this. Tell me why we're the ones going to have to deal with the retardedness of this country. Tell me. And you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm not fucking scared to say crazy things. Come at me. I don't give a fuck. If someone got raped, I'm not going to say they got touchy in the no-no spot. I'm going to say raped. It's not something you should fucking downplay. Do you hear me, TikTok? Let's say they got pew-pewed. They got fucking killed. They got shot. Don't downplay it. It's not something you should downplay. They were fucking raped. They got killed. They got groped. They got touched. I don't understand why they're over here saying they got, let's just say, grapes. Like the fruit. And I think you can put it together. No. Tell me. Tell me what they did. Because I don't want to hear this bullshit again. It's not insensitive to say it. It's fucking human, natural normalcy to say it. It's to address the fucking situation in the room. Not to be a pussy and not say it. So. Let me just calm down now. Let me just calm down. All I'm trying to say is, we're gonna need changes. We're gonna need to fix this, right? We're gonna need to do this. And when I say we, I mean everyone in the fucking world. You're gonna have to go into Gaza and tell them to stop fucking bombing people. And for the people that are saying, oh, did I say Gaza? Am I fucking retarded? I meant Islam. Fucking, I don't know, bro. The fucking, why? Just why? You know, why is this happening in this world? Why is this happening, dude? Why is abortion banned? Why are we letting millions of people die? Why is fucking Russia still attacking Ukraine? Why don't we stop this? Are we scared of all-out war? Nuke the planet. It fucking needs it. It needs us gone. We are the fucking root of evil, bro. Alright. I'm gonna calm down now. I'm gonna go back to talking about school. Okay? I'm gonna take away from the bigger scale of things and go back to school. Let's talk about this, right? I'll talk about my grades. How about that? You know? Let's scale this out, okay? I'm sorry for my actions there. I had a very, very rude crash out because I got very tired of keeping these things inside my body. So this is now a rant video. I'm gonna put this 2-year checkup, watch out, I go fucking mental. Let me get a very straight thing. I am dyslexic, okay? So I have a hard time with reading, writing, and spelling. Because I'm very smart, I decided to take Spanish. And, so the first quarter, because I'm in the second quarter now, first quarter, I had a B in Spanish. Second quarter, which is now about to end, and I have my midterms coming up, I have an F, a 59F, but everything else I have A's in. But I am failing Spanish, and I don't want to fail it because I don't want to take it next year with a bunch of freshmen. So, that's happening. Let me think about this. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you some good inside lore real quick, okay? Listen, so my school is not the smartest school, right? It's not, I'll admit that. We're like the second stupidest school or something. But I won't say why, is because the kids are just not doing their work. I'm in a class with like, you know, it's just crazy. I should probably say this. They're both like redneck kids, okay? They're both trying to go to a trade school, and I don't think they understand that you need good scores for a trade school, right? So they've been trying to get into this trade school, but they haven't been getting into it, and they're actually they're like, why can I not get into it? Because they're not fucking smart enough. You know, it's like it's that simple. But this is the funny part about it. This one today was like, he failed first semester, right? All F's, right? And the teacher's like, all right, listen. For you to even pass this year, you're gonna have to get 100% in every grade. And he goes, well, then I just shouldn't try then. I should just give up. That's what he said last year, you know? That's what he said last year, and that's what he said last quarter. I watched you sleep through every class last quarter. You didn't do work. He never did work, by the way. So, you know, he never really, tried last quarter, so that's why you're failing. I just want to say, this is not the only person that did it. There's, 2 other kids, and they're both friends, and they're both very big rednecks that are also doing it, and I find it really funny, because it's, straight into stereotype. You know? But the funniest thing is, they're not stupid. No, they can be smart. It's just they don't try. It's like, come on, bro, that's wasted potential, you know? It's almost like, bro, you're wasting your potential right now. But it's like, you can't change the way they're thinking right now because they just don't want to think another way. Because in their mind, they think they're going to TCTC, right? They think, oh, I'm going to get lucky and go to TCTC. But, I even told him, you know you're going to have to do, fucking paper tests in TCTC. And then he's, oh, sorry, hold on. I should probably say this. TCTC is our trade school. Our trade school around here, the big one. I had to emphasize this. Because he says, dude, TCTC is just all hands-on work, bro. It's just all hands-on work. I'm going to become a welder, and I'm going to get fucking paid $50,000 a year, and I don't need to know math or science for it. So I don't even understand why I'm doing this right now. And I'm looking at him like, dude, you can still get kicked out of the school for not doing work. He's like, it's all hands-on work. And it's that stupidity that makes me think, do they even, know what they're doing when they go to their bikes and, fix it out? I'm sure they get daddy to go help, you know? And one of them is a father, mind you, and we're in freshman year. So, you know. It was funny, I think. That one was, I think, funny because they started complaining to me for some reason about what did they complain to me about? I'm actually trying to think right now. Hold on. I'm actually recalling my memory right now. They started to complain to me about how the other people couldn't trying to think the other person couldn't fix their quad bike. And I laughed at that because I was like, oh, they can't, that's funny, why is that? And he's like, oh, it just sucks. I'm like, I'm like, bro, can you even? Can you fix your quad bike? I'm like thinking to myself, he probably can. He probably gets people to help him. You know, he probably got multiple people to help him. And I laughed at that in my head, silently. But, like, I'm like, I can't do it. And I noticed I can't do that, you know? Oh, I noticed I can't do that, you know? I never care for that. I don't care, you know? I, like, my mind's always been in history, I guess. And that's what I care about the most. History. All that. Goody two-shoe shit. And, recently, I got really more into history, into, like, instead of, like, the normal shit where it's, like, what am I thinking of? I don't even know. I got more into, like, the small, tiny little battles, you know? Like, the random fucking battles. It was funny, too. Like, the very weird small battles that, like, no one likes. I got into those, where it's, like, where it's just, like, the other side just gets fucked, you know? Like, what I mean by that is, it's quiet. The battle's about to begin. It starts. Artillery shoots. Artillery shoots at everyone. And the other side's fucking dead and the other side won. That's all that happened. I got really, like, interested in those. I don't know why, you know? So, anyway. I'd just like to say, thank you for, 2 years of, my YouTube channel. I got away with, ranting for a bit. And that was just a kick away some of the people that, like, just click on here to see this. And this is for, like, actual people that, like, stayed around, and I want to say thank you for that. So thank you for 2 years on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna get into, some more things real fast. My plan for this YouTube channel is to be a side hobby. While I go do school, I'll post whenever the fuck I feel like it. If I ever do post more, you know. I'm gonna go get a job. I'll post, you know, randomly. I just want this to be a side career where, a side hobby where I post videos and I make funny content that someone might laugh at in some place of the world, you know, if some Russian that has no clue what English is just making fun of some American dude. I still don't care and making it laugh, you know? So, hey, I just want to say, I do agree with some of the things I said in this video, but I did get really mad, and I'm really sorry about that. And if you haven't made it to the end, I thank you for watching, and please come and join me another time. My name is Declan Keneally, and I will be seeing you guys whenever I post again. Goodbye!